അറിയാതീതരസീവര ധഗവാരിസഗുഗയിൽ അറിവായിരമി പരമാത്തുമൻ അരുണാചലരമണൻ പരിവാൽവുളം മുരുകാനല പരനാർந்திடு குஹயார்ந்து அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசம் அறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை கொண்டாயனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ஓம் அதிமதுரசாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே. ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம். Now we shall read the Mangala Shloka of Dakshina Murti Stotram. மன்னுமா முனிவரர் சாந்தி மன்னவே தென்முக மூர்த்தியாய் திகழ்ந்து மோனமாம் தன்னிலை திகழ்த்தியித் துதியில் தன்மயம் சொன்ன அச்சங்கரன் துண்ணுமென்னுளே மௌனமா முறையார் காட்டும் மா பிரம்மவத்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசற்சீட செரி குருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோர் உருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமூகத்தன் அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே. உலகு கண்ணாடியூர் நேர் உரத்தனுள் அஞ்ஞானத்தால் வெளியினில் துயில் கனா போல் விளங்கிட கண்டு ஞான நிலையுறு நேரம் தன்னை ஒருவனாயவனேற் காண்பன் தலையுறு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. Like the city which is reflected in the mirror, the city has got no existence of its own, and city cannot shine without the mirror. Similarly, the world of names and forms have got no existence of their own. They cannot shine of themselves. So, they are not other than the mirror, the city. So, this world is not other than the self. But it appears as if outside, like in the dream, because of the ajnana. Whereas, it is very much within the self. In fact, even within the self, when you are awakened, you find that you alone are. Meaning, the world is not just an appearance, it is not actually truth. See, when you say ghost is an appearance in the post, it doesn't mean that there is something else called as ghost. It means there is nothing other than the post. Ghost is imagined. You understand what I am saying? Suppose when I say ghost is an appearance, you say, oh, there is an appearance called as ghost. The appearance is only mind created, it is not. Ghost is not. That is what we have to understand. We should not understand that, oh, the appearance of ghost is there. No, appearance means it is not, but it appears to be. Similarly, the world is not, it appears to be. Though it is not, definitely it is not. Self alone is. So when he is when he is awakened to his original state, then he finds only the self alone is, and there is nothing else other than the self. But when he is in ignorance, he sees himself as a separate entity, and he sees the world also other than himself. And then he presumes there must be a creator who has created all this. Like a dream, he sees everything other than himself. But when he is awakened from the dream, he knows all the dream objects, everything is false. Only the waker is true at that time. Similarly, when he is awakened to that higher state, he realizes that the self alone is truth and everything else is false. This is the real truth expounded by Adi Shankara in this Stotram. And this example, like the reflected city in the mirror, is so apt, so appropriate. There cannot be any better example than this. As I told you in the morning, the city in the city which is appearing in the mirror, not only it has no separate existence, it cannot shine by itself. Whatever appears doesn't affect the mirror. If there is a fire, say, let us say in that appearance, in that city in the mirror, fire doesn't affect the mirror. So when the fire doesn't affect, it is not called as fire. Similarly, none of the experiences touch the self, Atma, the self. Therefore, all these experiences are null and void. So it is said as unreal. It is not there. Full stop. So our Rishi Munis were very bold in saying that there is nothing except the self, which is pure awareness. There is nothing. And whatever we are seeing is all imagined. Imagine means it is not there, it is not appearing, like the ghost. It is not there. Because we are deluded, it is appearing. So this is what we have seen in the first words. Very profound. Once again we will read it. See, why I am reading again, you should be able to understand the meaning while you are reading. Then only we have read. It is difficult when it is in another language. But we do it in Sanskrit. Sanskrit also a foreign language, means for us it is an alien language only. But we still, when we read the Sanskrit words, we try to recollect what is said in the Sanskrit words. Like that we should be able to recollect what is said in Bhagavan's words. Then only we have studied Bhagavan. For that you have to work. If you are not knowing language, you have to work for it. Word by word meaning we have to note down, we have to understand. Ulagu kannadi oorne urathanulla jnanathal வெளியினில் துயில் கனா போல் விளங்கிட கண்டு ஞான நிலையுறு நேரம் தன்னை ஒருவனாயவனேற் காண்பன் தலையுறு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி தலையுறு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. Whenever I visit any Shiva temple, always there is Dakshinamurti in that prakaram. So I always sit and chant this only. See, instead of putting that mala and this mala to Dakshina, what mala they put for Dakshinamurti? Kondakadlai mala. அது யார் தான் கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்களோ தெரியல. I don't know. They put for Lord Dakshinamurti. They confuse everything. And instead of doing all those things, you sit and meditate and chant this and then meditate on him. That is the best. That is what we have to do. This is so profound. By meditating on this or by chanting this, you should be able to abide in the self. Then you have understood this. If not, we have not understood. Then moving on to the second verse. Third verse, yeah. வித்துளே முளைபோல் முன்னம் விகற்பமில்லிச்சகம்பின் கற்பித மாயாதேய காலகர்மத்தார் பற்பல் சித்திரம் விரிப்பண்யாவன் சித்தனுமாயி கண்போ சத்திய குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. வித்துளே முளைபோல் முன்னம் விகற்பம் in this one விகற்பமில்லிச்சகம்பின் கற்பித மாயாதேய காலகர்மத்தார் பற்பல் சித்திரம் விரிப்பண்யாவன் சித்தனுமாயி கண்போ சத்திய குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. சத்திய குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. வித்துளே முளை போல். Vittu means, you know, the seed. Mulai means sprout. You know what is sprout? Mulai they say in Tamil. Sprouting, sprout. So Vittule mulai bol, meaning the sprout is actually inherent in the seed. It is in the unmanifest form actually. And later it manifests as sprout. So what is said here? Vittule mulai pol munnam viharpamil ichchaham. Ichchaham means this world. Munnar, before the creation. Munnar means before the creation. This world, ichchaham, vittule mulai pol munnam viharpamil. Like the sprout which is contained in the seed, in the unmanifest form, this jagat, this creation is contained in that Brahman before creation. Viharpamil, undifferentiated form. In undifferentiated form. It is there like the seed, like the sprout in the seed. This Ichaham, this world is there in the Brahma Swarupam. Viharpamil means what? Without differentiation. But the inherent thing is there. It is there inherent in the Brahma Shakti, Brahma Swarupam. You understand? Pin means then. When it is created, Karpida Mayadeya Kala Karmattar Parpala Sittiram Viripanyavan Siddhana Mayi Kanpol. Karpida Maya Karpida. Then this Maya Shakti, which is the power of Ishvara, Maya Shakti, what it does? It imagines or it projects what? Deya, space. Desha means space. Kala, time. Karma, Punya and Papa, karma. Parpala means what? With karma comes everything. Karma phala. And then the jiva is born to once again to reap the fruits. So, everything is created. Like the spider which creates everything from within. And then it creates the spider's web, that thread from within. And then it weaves the web. And after some time it takes everything inside. Similarly, this Sittanu Mayi Ganbor, this Mayavi, Sittiram Viripan, from within himself, because of the Maya Shakti, Sittiram Viripan. He spreads this world in front with the help of Maya Shakti, which creates the space, time, and the karmas and everything. Siddhanu Mayi Kanpol. Siddhan means what? The Siddhan means that Mahayogi who has Siddha Purusha, he creates from nowhere everything. Just by his Shankalpa Shakti, just by Icha Shakti, he creates. Mayihan means the magician. What he does, magician? Without anything, he just creates. Like that, this Lord, he creates within from himself with this Icha Shakti. Just by desiring, by Shankalpa, he creates everything. Eppadi? Sattiyar Viripan. Sittiram eppadi Viripan? Shaktiyal Viripan. With his own inherent potentiality, called as the Shakti, Maya Shakti, he spreads this world in front of the eyes. And the Guruvam and the Dakshina Murthi Potri, that Guru, Dakshina Murthi, I salute my prostrations. What is the meaning? Meaning is the world, Chittiram. Chittiram means this world picture is projected from within because of the Maya Shakti. Mind is Maya at play. Please understand. So, what arises first when you are awake from the deep sleep? When you are awake, what happens? First comes I thought. That is the mind awakes. When the mind awakes, it creates or it imagines beautiful Desha, Kala, Vastu, everything. And then everything is seen in front of you. Sittiram Viripan. That world picture is spread in front of you. Siddhanu Mayi Kanpol. Mayi Kanpol means a magician. Why? There is nothing. But this mind can really create. See, this mind is Maya at play. Please understand. When I say mind, it is Maya at play. So that mind only, it just spreads this whole world before our eyes. Like a magic. And when we go to deep sleep, like the spider, it collects everything and it swallows the thread. Like that, everything is swallowed. And then morning, it spreads. Morning means whenever we are awake. It's not morning or night. When we go to deep sleep, when we awake, this is how the world is created. See, for the ordinary intellect, it is said there is a Mayikan, Parameshwara, with his Maya Shakti. You know, he spreads this web called as the world, like a magician. You know, that Dakshina Murti I salute. And this is always present in the Brahma Tattvam, the inherent potentiality, like the sprout in the seed. All this world is contained, undifferentiated form. All those katha is said. But now, for a seeker, for a sincere spiritual seeker, it is said, who is this Mayigan? The self. And what is the Shakti? The mind. Mind is Maya at play. So when he is in deep sleep, the world is there, contained in Brahman, but in undifferentiated form, because of the ignorance. And then this Jiva, when he wakes up, the mind comes, the Maya. Then that spreads the first Desha, Kala, everything. And then the objects, then karma, the karma functions. Then everything comes. From nowhere he creates everything. With the Brahman as the Adhishthanam, this Maya Shakti or the mind, it creates all beautiful things. Like in the dream. See, mind has got the potentiality. Please understand, like in the dream, mind can project beautiful things, very real things. We must not have seen in the actual world. We must not have experienced. But it is all there. You can see in the dream. Very real. All the emotions are real. Everything is real. In the dream, you don't question the world, saying that it is very temporary. You don't question. In the dream, you think that the world was there always. Even now, every time you are not thinking, the world is always there, world is always there. You just function in the world. It is only a thought occasionally occurs, oh, this world is always there and all. Similarly, in the dream also it can occur that way. So therefore, this mind is Maya at play, with the Adhisthana called as a self. It projects this world, beautiful world, just by its Sankalpa Shakti. It can project everything. And it gets attached to few things, which it thinks it can give the Jiva the happiness. And then it pursues the desirable objects. And it tries to avoid the non-desirable object. Thus, the Jiva is in samsara. So who created this samsara? Parameshwara. No. Yes, Parameshwara, in one angle if you see, yes, Parameshwara only. But for the seeker, the mind alone is created. The mind is Parameshwara, meaning that is Maya at play. So with the self as Adhishthanam, with the light of the self, with the light of the Atma Chaitanyam, this world is projected outside. And this Jiva, considering himself to be a Vyakti, separate entity, and considering the world to be real, he roams in this world and he seeks happiness always, but he suffers all the time. And this is how the samsara continues. In that dream, everything is there, going, coming, dying, again being born. Everything is part of the dream. Siddhanu Mayi Ganbol. This is a beautiful thing. Siddhan means what? Siddha Purusha. How he creates things from nowhere. Mayigan, magician. Then the rabbit jumps. So from the hat, rabbit jumps. So Siddhana Mayigan Pol. So this mind can create everything. See, traditional acharyas, they teach you like, that is Parameshwara who creates this world and all. But we are Bhagavan's devotee. So we always say, here Parameshwara is the mind which is having the self as a substratum. And this creates everything. And then it gathers everything and it goes into deep sleep. Enna Swamiji, eppadi Swamiji nambradhu? When the film is projected, the screen is there. Without the screen, the film cannot be projected. Maybe in the future, these examples may not, apply also. Without screen also they may project. We don't know. What all, this hologram, they say, something. 3D, hologram, so many things they say. But there must be some sort of what adhishthanam, maybe, I don't know. They say ether is the adhishthanam, maybe they say. The ether is the adhishthanam. They may say, we don't know. Technology can come. But now as we know, the screen is there. Then suddenly what happens? The scenes are projected in it. And very many scenes are projected. What are the scenes? The space and time. What is a scene? Space and time and objects, things and beings. That is the scene. Na? And experiences gained. That is because of karma, we can say roughly. So then the scene goes, but the screen remains. And then the scenes appear. Then the scene goes. Scenes appear, scene goes. But the scenes have got no meaning apart from the screen. It is just a movie. Means what? Chumma. For entertainment. If you think it is for entertainment, you enjoy. If you take it to be real, you cry with the heroine. The boyfriend has ditched her. So she's crying and singing a very, emotional song. And you also cry. Director has paid her 3, 4, 5, 50 crores. She is crying with a glycerin. Why are you crying? Pavam the pulla. Pavam the pulla. He should not have done that, Hare Rama. So, meaning what? You also cry. And when the fight scenes happen, you also kick the other person in front of you. See, especially in the football match, you should be very careful. The fellow can kick you anytime from behind. He so much identifies with that fellow player. When he kicks the ball, he kicks you. It happens. So much identification. So much identification. So we identify. That is how, when we take it for entertainment, we enjoy. When we identify, we suffer. So the scenes have no meaning. It is for entertainment. Just like that. Chumma. The screen is a satyam. Similarly, the self is a satyam. All these things appear and disappear. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. What is Shakti here? Mind is Shakti. Mind is Maya at play. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. See, when you see from the macrocosm level, you say Shakti. From the microcosm level, you say mind. But here, macrocosm, microcosm, everything is one only. Why? Brahma is Atma, the self only. So don't have all those delusions. So mind at play. So through mind, you don't create you don't know about your mind. You don't know about yourself. That is the problem. We are not this small jiva. We are Parameshwara. We are that self only. And this mind is not what you are thinking. It is a creative force. It is Maya at play. So, it is only in imagination. Maya and mind in the imagination only. There is only one power. Since you identify the body mind, you say mind is something channund. Maya is something. But Maya or mind, everything is one only. Brahman or self, everything is one only. Shakti Dhyana means it is all mind's game, mind's game. See, this is how J. Krishnamurti and other philosophers, they interpret things. When you come to traditional Vedanta, the interpretation is a little different. Jiva Srishti, Ishvara Srishti, Jiva Srishti and all. Because ordinary people cannot understand the Srishti Drishti Vada. Therefore, here it is said, Vittulle Mulaibol, that sprout which is contained in the Vitt seed, this whole world is contained in him. Before means what? Before he is awake, in the deep sleep. We can interpret it that way. In the deep sleep, the whole possibility of the world is there in unmanifest form. Vigarpamil, undifferentiated form. It is all there. Where? In the self only. Where else? That is nothing other than the self here. So in the self, everything is contained in undifferentiated, Vigarpamil, in undifferentiated form. Pin, Pin means mun pin. Pin means what? When the mind is awake. Mun means when mind is asleep. Pin means when the mind is awake. Then what happens? Sittiram Viripanyavan. And he is the one who spreads this beautiful world in front of the eyes. Siddhana Mayi Hanbol. Like the Siddha Purusha or the Mayikan magician. From nowhere he creates everything. And he deludes everybody. And when the show is over, everything is packed. And everything is put inside. And once again the next day, new show, Sittiram Viripanyavan. Then everything is spread in front of the eyes. And then everything is put back. This is how this Mayikan plays the game. Leela it is called. Apadipatta Satyar Viripan. Guruvamanda Dakshina Murthi Potri. That Dakshina Murthi I salute. Is it clear? I don't know whether it is clear to you. I am not talking in a traditional language of saying the Parameshwara, he projects or he spreads everything and all. Though it is also correct. But I am talking from Bhagavan's standpoint. Please understand. When you are a disciple of Bhagavan, when you think like Bhagavan, then this is how you interpret. Please understand. See, you may read some other scripture somewhere, and there may be some other interpretations also. It is all possible. You understand? But when you come to Bhagavan, this is the interpretation, actual interpretation. If you come to this Swami Ramana Swaroopananda, how he will talk. If you can't accept, go and hang yourself. Swami, but there it is said like that. Why are you saying this? This is how I will tell. Ishtamna kelu, kashtamna poite. Wherever you are comfortable, you go and listen. This is how I will tell. Because this is how my Guru has taught me. Sittiram Viripanyavan, Siddhana Mayi Hanbol, Satya Guruvamanda Dakshina Murthi Potri. See, Vanda, blowing on own trumpet Marano. Allah Vanda. We will move on. Agde, Agde. அவன் எங்கே இருக்கான் கடைசியில்? He is dancing here ன்னு சொல்றார் கடைசியில் இல்லையா? சித்திரமாம் இகுதெல்லாம் செம்மலையே நின்பாலே உத்திதமாய் நின்றே ஒடுங்கிடுமால் நித்தியமும் நான் என்று இதயம் நடித்திடுவையால். So where is he dancing? In the hridayam only. As what? Self only. And what happens? Then the mind arises because of ignorance in the waking state. And the mind creates everything. That is what he said. And in the deep sleep, everything goes into unmanifest form. That is dissolution, pralayam. This is pralayam. Every day we go into pralayam. Deep sleep is pralayam. And when you wake up, that is creation. Forget about it. Every moment there is pralayam and there is creation. When the eye arises with the world, that is creation. When the eye goes with the world, that is pralayam. Every moment there is creation and there is dissolution. If it is very hard to accept, at least accept deep sleep and waking. So the mind projects everything beautifully. Like what? Siddhan Mayigan, like a magician. Satya Guruva. Sakti means there is Saktiyar Viripanna சொல்லிருக்காங்க. அதான் முடியாது. Guruvamanda Dakshina Murthi Potri. Now moving on to the fourth verse. Is there time? Yeah. எவனொழி உண்மையின்மை இயை பொருள் இலங்கு நேரே எவனது நீயானா என்று ஈச இசைத்துணர்த்துவன் சேர்ந்தோரை எவனை நேர்காணின் மீண்டும் இப்பவக்கடல் வீழ்வில்லை தவறுரு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணா மூர்த்தி போற்றி எவனொழி உண்மையின்மை இயை பொருள் இலங்கு நேரே எவனது நீயானா என்று இசைத்துணர்த்துவன் சேர்ந்தோரை எவனை நேர்காணின் மீண்டும் இப்பவக்கடல் வீழ்வில்லை தவறுரு குருவாமந்த தக்ஷிணா மூர்த்தி போற்றி. எவன் ஒழி உண்மை. You have to read like this. எவன் உண்மை ஒழி. ஒழி means the Atma Chaitanyam. That is the truth. எவன் ஒழி உண்மை. இன்மை ஈயை பொருள். See that inmai should go with iyai porul. Porul means what the objects in the world. Inmai, it is actually not. Right? It is not. But it appears. So how it appears? Ilangu nere. How it appears? Because of its light. See, though these objects actually are not, but they are appearing now. Even to appear, they need a light or a knowledge to illuminate. So, everything, all these objects which are false, which are not, but still they also shine because of its light. Because of the light of Atma Chaitanyam. So, Yavan Ori Unmai. Whose light is this? Atma's light it is. That is Unmai. Then this word Yei Porul, Inmai, they are not, but still they appear. How they appear? Because of his light. So this world appears, though it is unreal, it appears because of his light. That is the idea. So the world is not real, but the light or the Chaitanyam, that is real. Why? Because Chaitanyam is always there in all three avasthas. But these objects and emotions and thoughts appear and disappear. In the deep sleep, nothing is. So therefore, everything appears because of his light. Though it is unreal, it appears because of his light. Not only that, எவன் அது நீயானா என்று இசைத்து உணர்த்துவன் சேர்ந்தோரை. சேர்ந்தோர் means தன்னை சேர்ந்தோரை. One who has taken refuge at his feet. அதான் சேர்ந்தோரை. One who has come and taken refuge at his feet, what he does? He gives the upadesha. Monopadesha. What he does? எவன் அது நீயானாய் என்று இசைத்து means giving that upadesha. அது நீயானாய். That thou art. தத்வம் அசி, அது நீயானாய் என்று இசைத்து உணர்த்துவன். He reveals the truth. What is the truth? That thou art. You are not this body mind. You are the self which is pure and which is Parabrahma, Paramatma only. He will not reveal this to everybody. தன்னை சேர்ந்தோரை. One who has come and taken refuge at his feet. Out of compassion, he reveals that. What is that? Adu niyanaai. Adu niyanaai. See, this is the highest Upadesha. And this is the only Upadesha. You are the self and you are the supreme self. There is nothing other than that. Adu niyanai. Edu. Whatever you are seeking is you only. Who is seeking? I am seeking. What are you seeking? I am seeking God. Forget about God. God is there in your heart as your own self. So self is true God. So what you are seeking is your own self you are seeking. And you don't know what you are seeking also. You think there is somebody sitting out who is going to bless you infinitely, who is going to give you everything, goodies, all goodies. Like, Santa, for Christians, Christmas means what? Santa Claus comes and he gives me gifts. Like that, there is a Santa sitting up. Whenever I wish, he will give me gifts. And this Santa is terrible Santa. When I do something wrong, he will punish also. I should be careful. If this is your idea of God, then forget about it. He is a self. He is much more. He is that also and much more. He is the self. So, adu niyana endru unarthuva, isaithu unarthu. Isaithu means odane paada arambichira maadhir. Isaithu means, will he sing with an orchestra, with tabla? No, isaithu means he reveals. And unarthuvan means what? He will make you understand. Not only he reveals, he makes you understand. So that you can stand under the truth. Unarthuvan சேர்ந்தோரை and எவனேர் காணின் மீண்டும் இப்பவ கடல் வீழ்வில்லை. See, I tell you, please don't mistake me. I have no sort of any prejudice or anything. I so much revere Adi Shankara. I worship him because my Adi Guru, he is a great fan of Adi Shankara. I am also, no doubt about that. But whatever said and done, Sanskrit is not our mother tongue. But it should be known by all the Hindus, by all of us. But unfortunately, we have not learned that much. So when you read Adi Shankara's, Dakshina Stotram, it appears as if it is very difficult, very complicated. And when you go into commentaries of great masters, you are gone. Sureshwara Acharya has written a commentary, Manasa Ullasam or something. Oh, they write pages after pages after pages. And we don't know what they write also. But here it is so simple, see. Very straightforward, Bhagavan's language. The four sentences are very easy to understand. Evanodi unmai, inmai. So this is where difficult to understand. Then you should understand the right light, right context. And apart from that, the other two lines are very easy, na? And here what? Evanai ner kaanin meendum ippava kadal veelvillai. Once when you see him in your own heart, evanai ner kaanin, when you see him face to face, meaning in your heart, meendum ibbhava kadal veelvillai. You will not fall into this ocean of samsara. You can never ever, fall or drown in this ocean of samsara. Once if you have the darshan of Dakshinamurti in your heart, Dakshinamurti means what? The real self in the heart as your own self. Meendum ippava kadal veelvillai. Meendum means again. You will never come back. Ibbhava kadal. Bhava means becoming. Once again being born here, coming into the womb of the mother. Bhava kadal veelvillai. You never come back. And you are liberated. Evanai ner kaanin meendum ibbhava kadal veelvillai. That is Dakshinamurti. So our prayer should be, O Lord, reveal yourself to me. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya abhihitam mukham. He Pushan apavrunu satya dharmaya drishtaye. This is the prayer. O Lord Son, your face is covered with a golden plate. It is very attractive, but still I am unable to see you, your true face. Now out of compassion, you remove the golden plate and reveal yourself to me. What is the golden plate? The Maya, the Mayic world. That is very enchanting. It is obstructing the view of the real truth. So the prayer is, you remove this ignorance, you remove this and reveal your true face. So that is the prayer. Oh Lord, reveal the truth, your true face to me, so that I will not drown in this ocean of samsara. மீண்டும் இப்பவக் கடல் வீழ்வில்லை. தவறுரு குருவாமந்த தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி போர். தவறுரு, தவர் means tavashreshtarhal. One, the tapas chakravartis, those who do penance, those people, uru means they attain to this form or to this tattvam. Tavaruru guruvam, that is the guru tattvam. Dakshina, anda dakshina murti potri. I salute that dakshina murti, one who is attained only by tavashreshtas, not by anybody. Tavaruru Guruvamanda Dakshinamurti Potri. So in this verse it is explained, even for the unreal world to appear, the adhishthanam, the self, is required. Meaning what? Because of his light only, even the unreal world is seen. And when you surrender unto him, he reveals the truth. Saying what? Tat tvamasi. Adu niyana endru. Unarthuvan. Isaithu unarthuvan. Tan tiruvadi சேர்ந்தோரை. எவனை நேர் காணின் மீண்டும் மிப்பவக் கடல் வீழ்வில்லை. What a chaste language. What a beautiful idea. You know, only when you know the language you can really appreciate how chaste it is. எவனை நேர் காணின் மீண்டும் இப்பவக் கடல் வீழ்வில்லை. தவறுரு குருவாமந்த தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி போற்றி. தவஸ்ரேஷ்டர்களை அடையக்கூடிய பதமாகி அந்த தட்சிணாமூர்த்தி வணங்குகிறேன். That is the idea. So we will stop here and we will go slowly. We have got a lot of time. Lot of time we have got. We have got 3-4 classes we have got. 3-4 classes we have got. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So today evening, that is 4 to 5, we don't have any class. And also 7 to 8, we don't have any class. Only tomorrow we will have class at 6:45 in the morning. Okay. And tomorrow is our Mandala Abhisheka Purti also. There is going to be a special program, means sort of Homa Yaga Yajna and all, and Abhisheka Alankara for Ambad and Shiva tomorrow morning. From maybe 9 o'clock onwards till 12:30 or so, we will have grand function at the temple. So those who want to join also can come and join. No class in the late morning. Tomorrow there is no class in the late morning. Okay. Tomorrow we will say.